It's always really been a mix of both. I've done a lot of television, a lot of kind of, responsible characters. I mean, I've played a lot of murderers and killers too, but I've played a lot of cops and that sort of stuff. I was in Waterloo Road, played the head of education, and I've done stints in most of the soaps at various points. But I've always gone back to stage whenever it's been offered. I love stage, it's where everybody starts, you know. Even though I also make film now and make short films, so really it doesn't really bother me what medium I work in, as long as it's an interesting job. Yeah, I'm very lucky in that respect. I've never been... Not really, no. I mean, I'm quite well known for straight work on TV, and I did Shakespeare with Renaissance and Kenneth Branagh's company, and I've done lots of classical work. And I played lots of the traditional kind of, you know, the male parts, as I say, the kind of coppers and that sort of thing. But I've also been lucky enough to do a lot of comedy. I've just done Judge Ramesh with Ramesh Ranganathan, which was tremendous fun. I also do Dame in Panto. I'm at Theatre Royal Stratford this year, and that's tremendous fun. I was very privileged to be called the finest, funniest pantomime dame in London. So there's a lot of broad comedy stuff I do, and you know, a real mix. I've been really lucky. I mean, I've had a really great career in that sense. It's a cork and good format, because I think people have seen the kind of the classic Judge Judy format, and so to spoof that with someone as quick-witted as Ramesh Ranganathan, who's a great comic, a really good comic, and has a really kind of slightly Jack D, rather dour, personality, which he then plays off very brilliantly. So yeah, I suspect, I haven't seen the show yet. I really enjoyed doing it because it was with my sister as well, Colleen, who's a really fantastic actress who works a lot in audiobooks. So she does a lot of audiobook reading up and down the country. But it was great fun to do that with her. In terms of writing, I'm writing a musical with a guy called Stefan Bednarczyk, which we're writing a new musical, and that's on at the moment. A play I wrote called Juliet Pastrana, which gets done all around the world, is going to go on hopefully the next few months in London and in Amsterdam next year. Yeah, I've always been a writer as well. I mean, I believe very strongly that actors should write and that they have the right to write, as it were. So I believe in enfranchising them. One of the things I do is I teach writing, particularly for actors. So I'm just off to Amsterdam to do that in a masterclass when I finish this job. And I teach at Lambda, for instance, so I'll teach the Lambda students. I'm their kind of story consultant, and I teach them to make their own films, and that's something I believe people should be doing more of now. You know, Karl Marx said the revolution would only come when the means of production and distribution were in the hands of the workers, and in TV and film, that's true now. Everybody has a film company in their phone. Everybody has the capacity now. When I was starting off, if you wanted to try and make something and get people to see you, you did a fringe show. You went to a pub and did a little show for 30 people. You don't need to now. You can make a phone. You can make a film on your phone. You can, you know, the technology is there, and people are bypassing the traditional structures. And it gives them a tremendous freedom, because actors have got this terrible inferiority complex about writing, a lot of them. And yet they're natural storytellers. And if you enfranchise them and make them believe they can tell stories, they will do so.